You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Imagine a world where kids no longer played football, or baseball, or basketball. Hard to imagine? Or what if no adults wanted to officiate? Right now, there's a critical shortage of high school officials, and you can do your part to make sure kids keep playing. For more information on how to become a licensed IHSA official, contact your local high school or visit the IHSA website at ihsa.org.
A message from the Illinois High School Association. Stay in the game.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Local agent Sylvia Chacon at Sylvia V. Chacon Agency, Inc. can be reached at 847-775-1818.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 FM. I'm Marty Love, the host of Bacon Bits with Master Happiness.
And I'm not alone.
You're not?
I am not. I'm here with my bestest buddy,
Tiffany.
There you go.
We've all got reasons to be scared, angry, or sad. Happiness is outnumbered 3-1. Give us a little bit of your time, and we'll see if we can give you a reason to smile. That's Bacon Bits with Master Happiness. Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Isn't it nice?
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Welcome into high school basketball right here on WRLR. Tonight we're at Stevenson High School. We've got the Mundelein Mustangs taking on the Stevenson Patriots. And we're ready for a pretty good matchup between these two teams in the North Suburban Conference. The excitement level is growing. So are the games each and every week, especially when you think about what is going on here at the end of January as we're looking closer to February. And you're also looking at the seeding meetings that are coming up in a matter of the next week or two. The girls coming up here shortly. The boys might be in just another week. And it's got excitement written all over it. Every game has a lot of meaning for a lot of teams, whether you're on top of the conference, in the middle of the conference. Each team's trying to get themselves in a better position as they look to those seeding meetings and the postseason. Carson Beck is off to my left here. I'm Rusty Silber. Welcome into high school basketball each and every week here on WRLR. Hey, Carson, how you doing this evening?
Doing good, Rusty. We're in for a treat tonight. Many consider this a rivalry. I grew up watching this. I remember back in the day when Stevenson came to Mundelein, when Ben Brust was there. It was the CN 100 game of the week a few years back. 2019, Stevenson won those two games. Then they couldn't play because of COVID during 2020. I was there, and I remember when this gym was packed, and I was like, man, I don't think we're ever going to see that again ever since the pandemic. So it's certainly a fun little basketball rivalry that has some fun matchups. Because we're at a school, Rusty, pop quiz. When was the last time Mundelein's been successful to win here?
At Stevenson, not at Mundelein,
right?
At
Stevenson.
Let me think back. Oh, my goodness. 1998.
Not even close. Coach Badgley's first season in December of 2017. So it's been a while, and I'm sure Mundelein wants to end that streak. That was actually my senior year. I
was going to say, because there were some pretty good Mundelein teams in the early 2000 teens before Badgley was here, too. There were some good teams in those years.
Right. The last Mundelein team to be successful here was when Connor Enray and Scotty Bube were little freshmen.
But still, even before that, they had some teams that were really good going back to the 90s. I'm thinking before you were even thought of Kyle Kessel. Does that name ring a bell to you?
Oh, yes. Mundelein adores him. And, of course, Coach Dick Kennard, he had great teams. I mentioned the Ben Bruss teams. The battle.
Ben Bruss and Kennard himself, the kids that played under Kennard. Those were good teams as well. So I'm bringing back some things that were good. You brought up the pandemic, which I thought was kind of interesting because, we're still sitting here. Who would have won the game that was supposed to be played in the sectional final at Prospect High School? And I remember being there on that Tuesday night, watching both of the games, which Mundelein, I remember those days like yesterday, didn't really play well against Prospect. They did not look good at all. They almost lost that game.
Yep.
And I truly believe, maybe Badgley believes that game, they kind of looked ahead. And they barely got out of that game by a few points over Prospect. Prospect almost stole that on their home court. Stevenson had an easier game in their warm-up against Zion Benton. They dominated that game pretty handily, won that by, I think it was 15 points. But, there it was. We got done with Tuesday's game. And as we kept getting closer to Friday, the news started coming out with things going on with other sports, with the NBA and everything around. And, the IHSA didn't really wake up until that Thursday, the day before the sectionals, because you still had the 1A and 2As playing on the separate days the week before, and the boys, and the 3 and 4As playing the following week. Nowadays, in the last couple of years, they've got everybody playing on the same weekend. But the news started trickling in on that Thursday, and before we knew it, there were things bouncing around. Oh, we're going to play the game with no fans in the stands. Yep. We're going to give it a chance. And by Friday, all of a sudden that Thursday afternoon and into Friday, next thing we know, there's no game.
And if you remember, that season, Mundelein's only losses were twice to Stevenson. Both times the gyms were packed down to the wire, and then Collinsville. So those were some excellent teams that were like, ouch, we would have loved to have seen that rivalry finish in the sectional final. So, but we sure got two good teams here tonight, Rusty. I'm excited.
Well, one thing you say about the past, you can never find out. Things happen for a reason. And here we are in 2023, 3 years later, and we're never going to know who's going to win that game. But I know Mundelein did get Stevenson back when we came back from the pandemic year. They still had a pretty good year. And they kind of got Pat Ambrose and his crew because they were younger from what they had back in 2020. Now you look here in 23, Stevenson is Stevenson. Stevenson still doesn't have the namesake players. You got a couple of young players on a Mundelein, and you got to match up against one another, which is, I don't think it's like a rivalry, but it has built into rivalries over the years within the conference.
But you know what hasn't changed, Mr. Rusty? Coach Ambrose is still on that sideline coaching the Patriots. And for those who don't know about Stevenson's rich history, Stevenson High School is the only school in the state of Illinois to win the state championship in boys basketball and football in the same year, back in 2014. But, yeah, you can never expect anything lower than high-quality basketball under Coach Ambrose. And same can be said about Coach Badgley. You got to remember, before Badgley came here, the previous coach, Coach Knigge, was 11-106. And here you have Coach Badgley bringing Mundelein back to pretty respectable competitiveness. Like in 2020, they were one of those 8 teams that got to compete in the postseason, or 21, excuse me. So, yeah, even though Mundelein's a little bit below 500 this year, I still expect some pretty competitive basketball. And I'm looking around, Stevenson's student section starting to fill in a little bit. Mundelein's starting to come, so we're starting to get a decent little crowd here, Rusty.
One other note, too, to point out, you talk about Pat Ambrose. He's a Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame coach. And, Badgley, good coach. He's not there yet, still on the younger side. But Pat Ambrose, we've seen this before. Earlier this year, you weren't at the game, but when they played Warren, we saw something. We saw something in that game. They were down most of the game, kind of like what was going on with Libertyville last week at Warren. But when you got a coach like Pat Ambrose and a staff like Paul Swan, who's his assistant, and he's been coaching for more than 50 years on the sideline. You didn't know that, did you?
That's almost as how long you've been on planet Earth, Rusty.
No, I'll tell you one thing. they kind of thrown honors to him, like Don Close, but Paul Swan, I call him, everyone calls him Swanee. Great guy, a great person for the program. It really assists Pat Ambrose very well, but it's a good coaching staff. And a lot of times you underestimate them. They may not have the big names, but when you got coaches like that, they find a way to win games. They find a way to get the job done. And last time we were here, Rob was with me at the time, against Warren. They were down. They were down by 10-plus points like Libertyville was last week. They went on a 11-0 run in the third quarter and shell-shocked Warren in that night because Warren didn't have the complete 32-minute mentality.
Well, remember, like you said, Warren beat Libertyville, and so upsets happen. So I wouldn't overlook Mundelein if you're them tonight. So North Suburbans usually have equal parity from top to bottom.
All right. Let's talk about this Mundelein team, if we can.
All right.
Because this is a young team. But one thing that catches my mind is it's not the pawn, it's not the knight, it's a bishop.
Yeah.
And if anyone's ever played chess, there's always strategy. And Badgley has done this over the years, but he's a good young player.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he's a dual threat both inside and out. So just because he's going outside doesn't mean you should take him lightly. And I also think down low, he's also going to feed it to Mr. Emmanuel Willoughby. I've seen him play a little bit. He seems like an in-post presence for Mundelein. And it seems like the keys to the game for the Mustangs, control the pace of the game, don't get ahead of yourself, maximize those possessions by taking quality shots. You don't know how many times you're going to be able to touch the ball. And then minimize Stevenson's outside shot with the three. So that means hard closeouts up top. So Mundelein's definitely going to have their hands full defensively, too.
One thing that gets me about our bishop that we're talking about is that he's only a sophomore. When I said young. And last year, he was kind of the surprise where nobody knew anything about him. What's your thoughts this year? He's a sophomore. They know he can score. And what's your thoughts? Where can Mundelein go if Stevenson kind of shuts him down?
Like I said, I think they've seen some consistent down-low play with Emmanuel Willoughby a little bit. And I've seen Moyer play a little bit. He had some early varsity experience for a couple of years, so he's got some experience under his belt. So I think those are some options. So I wouldn't be surprised if Stevenson did try double-teaming Bishop, given that he can shoot from both inside and out. So Mundelein still has other weapons. They're not a one-trick pony, Rusty. No pun intended for the Mustangs.
Now the Stevenson Patriots playing as well as they are tied in the conference with Libertyville, one loss. They were playing good basketball since the Christmas break. They had a loss over Christmas, the holiday break at Hinsdale Central. They got stopped with a chance to do something with Oswego East, a team that they had trouble with last summer, I heard. And they still finished winning 3 out of 4 and finished, I think it was in 5th place or 7th place. And it complimented them at Hinsdale Central, where really they're out of class. They could stay with the big boys. And that's what Pat Ambrose has really built this program, to stay with these teams that are pretty good. But last week they got caught on Saturday. They got beat by Prospect 41-40. And I was looking in the box score. I was kind of looking around a little bit about this game. And it seemed like David Salinas, who's been playing very good ball, double-digit points, was kind of closed off in that game. So what does that kind of tell us if other teams start finding out he's the man to stop? Because there's a lot of players here on a Stevenson team that can do something out here and shoot.
Yeah, I think Salinas is probably the go-to scorer a little bit for Stevenson. I think they're a pretty balanced bunch. They also look towards Jack Daves and Michael Maloney as well, and Christian Ermabach as well. So that's the guy that I've noticed that kind of stood out in a number of games that I've seen. The game against Ward and the game against what was it? I'm trying to think of the team that they opened up with. Glenbard East at Hinsdale Central that they beat ice cold because Glenbard East was colder than a freezing anything, a freezer or whatever. It was right after Christmas on that Monday, and they didn't come out to do anything against Stevenson, but they like to go to Rumovich in the post. He's got the height, he's got the ability, 6'6",
he's not like a Justin Smith of years past that went to Indiana, but he gives that presence down low in the post that you can go to for the guard position getting near the basket.
I could see him going one-on-one with Willoughby tonight down low. And remember, Rusty, this game is important. Maybe not as much for Mundelein, but remember, Stevenson is tied right now for first with Libertyville. They can't afford to lose this game. We don't know how many times Libertyville is going to lose in conference. It was sort of a gift from Warren last week, so if Stevenson wants any hopes of hoisting up the North Suburban crown, they can't afford to look past the Mustangs today.
Well, I hate to put it to you, I got a feeling if you look forward down the road, you're looking at these two teams, sitting there one loss, and Libertyville will host Stevenson a few weeks down the road here. I think it's February 10th it is when that's going to happen. And I know we're aiming for that to be there, but that's going to be an outstanding matchup between the two teams when they meet up on that evening. So I could see that happening, but I got a feeling that neither team is going to lose anything in the next couple weeks. I think they're going to mainstay, but you never know.
Yeah, Libertyville's going to be challenged tonight against Waukegan. I don't think that's a cakewalk, especially going into the dog pound. But yeah, I think if you're a reasonable person, I think they may both end up there with one loss.
Oh yeah, the rest of the schedule, I want to point that you mentioned that one, but you also got a lot of other games tonight. Zion Benton and Lake Forest. Warren making a trip to Lake Zurich. That can be kind of interesting. Yeah. Warren played well earlier this week, but did not fare enough in their earlier matchup this week against Stevenson. So Stevenson won that one pretty handily. NLCC going tonight. You got some matchups here. Lakes is at Round Lake. That's pretty simple. Graves Lake North at Wakanda. Grant at Graves Lake Central. I don't think that's going to be too much of a matchup. And North Chicago and Antioch. Keep an eye on Antioch. We talked about that with the coach last week. They went out and they won a big game earlier this week.
And also the North Chicago Warhawks won a overtime thriller this week as well.
Yeah, they beat Lakes. They surprised Lakes in overtime. That's kind of a big one there. Central Suburban North, Niles North at Deerfield. That is a big matchup if Deerfield wants to stay in that race.
Yeah, that's probably going to have CSL Conference Championship implications on the line. Niles North still hasn't lost a game in that division.
And that we'll see what happens. That Vernon Hills also in action tonight. Carmel on the road tonight. They will be taking on Notre Dame, which is a nice rival matchup. They did win their first game earlier this week over Nazareth. So we need to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get ready for the opening tip right after this here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Koenig & Company is proud to sponsor this season of high school football on WRLR. Wake County has a rich tradition of high school sports which WRLR broadcasts and streams to the entire community. If you are looking for promotional products to help enhance your company profile, Koenig & Company has just what you need. Whether you're looking for a specific item or just searching for ideas, Koenig & Company is your one-stop source. You can reach Amy Lederer at 847-933-1800, extension 105, or online at Koenig.com. That's KONIK.com.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost too is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Illinois high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at an Illinois high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
The law firm of O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno PC is proud to sponsor another season of high school sports on WRLR. Lake County has a rich tradition of high school sports which WRLR broadcasts and streams to the entire community. If you are thinking of buying or selling a home or business, or have a question on how COVID affects your home or business, O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno can help you. Their number is 847-675-4790.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Every week in the North Suburban Conference, it's a battle. Not just a battle, but it seems like it's a reoccurring battle that's going on. Each week means something as you battle for the North Suburban Conference Championship, and you can't let your guard down. Saw that last week with Libertyville Warren. Now tonight, Mundelein wants to do battle with Stevenson. Mustangs, Patriots, we got it right here on WRLR. Good evening, welcome into high school basketball. Carson, Beck, Rusty Silber on hand. Lincolnshire is the place. Mustangs and the Patriots. Carson, you got the starting lineups. You want to pass those along?
For the home Patriots, number 1, David Salunas, the senior. Number 4, Aiden Bardick, the sophomore. Number 4, Christian Ermanovich, the junior. Number 11, number 13, Jack Dabbs, the junior. Number 14, Michael Maloney, the senior for the Patriots. And then for the Mustangs, number 3, Michael Farina, the senior guard. Emmanuel Wilby downwill, the senior forward. Derek Bishop, the sophomore guard. Vinny Rogalski, the junior guard, number 22. And then Kevin Moyer, the senior guard, number 24. The Mustangs.
All right, you got the starting lineups. I want to mention that this broadcast brought to you by O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno PC. They've been part of our broadcast for over a half dozen years. Ready for the tip here. By the way, Mr. Farino used to go to Stevenson High School in his younger years, and he made his way over to Mundelein. So maybe a reunion, maybe a homecoming for him. And we're set and ready to go here with the tip. Referees are getting set in their positions, and we're ready to get things going. I'm excited for this. So are they, apparently. Jeremovich and Willoughby ready to tip things off right on the Big S in the Sports Center here in Stevenson. Fans are ready, too. We got a good-sized crowd. Tip up in the air, and it will be picked up by the Mustangs.
Farina came up with it on the sideline for the Mustangs.
All right, here we go. Mustangs within the front court. Farino up top to the right side. Bounce past Stevenson. Staying pretty much in a matchup zone. We'll see what they can do. Looking to go down the wing. Bounce. A little Euro step in there. Skip. And a little underneath. Shot that goes up in by Rogalski.
Yeah, Rogalski sneaking by what looks to be a 3-2 zone being played by Stevenson. Want to see a little more assistance there. No assist on that basket, Rusty.
Salinas going right side of the lane. Lost the ball. Gets it back out to the side. Now comes back up to the top. So working inside. Drummond's now back outside. Wide open. 3-shot up off the rim. Nope. Rebound. Save. Dan's going to double team. Looking for help. Sends it back out. So Patriots with a second chance here.
Nice offensive rebound by Dabbs there to keep the possession going.
From the corner, Salinas going to put this in. It's going to be a long 2. He had a foot on the line. So a 19-foot jumper. Not enough for the 3, but it's 2-2. About a minute or so into the game here. Carson Beck, Rusty Silber on hand. Stevenson High School. Right now, Mundelein trying to work their way inside, and the defense is keeping them out. Long 3 from the outside. It's good. Count that bucket for Bishop.
And also give the assist to number 24, Kevin Moyer, on that play, Rusty.
Bishop showing what he can do from three-point range. 5-2. Mustangs up in the early going. Dabbs sends it back up on top. Long 3 opportunity. That one drops in for Dabbs. He got open and got it.
Yep, he looks like he wants to carry the scoring tonight.
So knotted up here, 5 apiece. Doesn't surprise me on this. It's going to go back and forth throughout the entire night. Couple minutes in. driving down the left side. Shot put up off the rim. Nope. Tipped around. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Dabbs and Stevenson.
Yeah, Bishop got the ball briefly on that offensive rebound. Just couldn't hang on. Stevenson pressure down low.
Bardick working to the right side. Salinas closely guarded. Sends it down low. Inside. Nice little moves. And got the bucket to go down was Dabbs.
Yeah, he wanted to go past Bishop guarding him down low, and Dabbs finishes it.
So it's 7-5, the host team. Patriots out in the lead. Dabbs with 5, by the way, nearly going here. Long three from the corner off the rim. Nope, rebound, and it's going to come down to the Patriots in the front court.
Hermanovich with that defensive rebound there.
3 opportunity by Dabbs, passed it up Salinas. Up top, closely guarded, working off to the wing now. Off to the left side. Hermanovich outside, away from the basket here. Working up on top. Bardick, free throw line jumper, a little one-handed left-hand shot, and it goes in.
Yeah, nice little floater there. Stevenson moving the ball well.
Looking good, about 4:40 left here in this opening quarter. 10-footer, that's not going to go. Tipped out, and this will go. One referee's looking, one referee's pointing. It's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked like Bardich was the last one to touch it for Stevenson, and Mundelein's going to make a substitution as number 2, Trey Thompson, the junior guard for Mundelein, comes in as number 12, Emmanuel Willoughby, checks out. I'm surprised. Willoughby's kind of their size.
Well, apparently Coach Badgley sees something differently right now. Galski.
Looks like they switched from a 3-2 to a 2-3, it looks like, Rusty.
Bishop taking the dribble here off to the left side of the arc. You're looking for some help. Knocks the dribble inside. Not going to go anywhere. No place to go against the defense. Rogalski off to the right side.
Notice they still haven't brought the ball inside. They're playing outside a lot.
Trying to work inside, trying to make the run here. And Willoughby, well, foul is here. Willoughby trying to make the move to the lane. And there was just a hand check a little bit. And that was where the foul is called.
Yeah, it looks like the foul was on Jack Dabbs, it looks like. And now it looks like Coach Badgley wants to bring in Emmanuel Willoughby again as Rogalski checks out.
Got a feeling that Badgley made that switch to say something to Willoughby.
Ah, okay.
Little tip, and they get him off the court to get it. Willoughby down low, double team, no place to go. They send it back to the corner, ball loose. Goes off the hands of somebody and will go to the Patriots.
Yeah, Farina couldn't hold on to it. It sort of bounced off his chest along the sideline. They say Stevenson ball.
Foul the bouncing ball.
Looks like Trey Thompson wants to play some one-on-one basketball with Bardich on the top of the key.
Bardick driving down, a little off the layup. Used the glass to get that one.
4 points for Bardick so far.
3:35 left in the opening quarter. Bishop trying to go against Bardick. Bardick, good defense. Up on top there, no place for Mundelein to get the ball inside, at least right now. Thompson or Farina.
Yeah,
Farina trying to make something happen.
Stevenson's really pushing him outside the arc with this 2-3 zone, Rusty.
Bishop. Send it up on top. 3 opportunity. Near travel. Pushing his way and bouncing his way off of Salinas. Salinas, though, got caught behind him on that, or on the side of him. That was his mistake by not moving his legs.
Yep, and they will get Salinas for that foul. And yeah, you're right. He was a little slow guarding him, and he pays the price.
All inbounded. Willoughby wanted to go inside, comes back out to Bishop. Bishop, long 3, 22-footer, short, rebound, little push-off, and somehow, some way, a rebound was made there by Farina.
Yeah, Romanovich had it briefly for a second, then Farina stole it right back for the Mustangs.
Short and quick. That's the way to look at it. Drive in the lane. Possible charge. Nothing called. And on the rebound, Dabbs got it, and he got pulled from behind.
It looks like the foul will be called on Derek Bishop on that rebound play, Rusty. 2 fouls on Stevenson so far, 1 on the Mustangs.
No pressure in the backcourt, but it's 1-on-1 here. Bringing it forward. Bardick sends it off, drops it off. Salinas.
Yep.
Salinas got the ball, but there was a a high pick, and someone got caught with it. It was Maloney.
Yeah, it looked like Maloney got called for the moving screen as he pitched the ball to the right elbow. You got to look out for that.
You know, I've seen a lot of officials. If you just set that pick and you get the elbows up, they are calling that very quickly.
Oh, yes.
It's almost like watching football when you hit a blindside block.
Right.
It's called like a snap of your fingers.
Vinny Rogalski checks back in for the Mustangs.
Going inside against two, not going to get that shot to work. And coming down the rebound is Bardick.
Yeah,
Bardick. Front court, Suns off to the right. Chance for a three. Nope. Back to the right. Yeah, taken right here. Off the rim. Nope, not going to go.
Nice corral by Kevin Moyer on that play on the miss for Mundelein.
On the 2-minute mark, 6-point lead for the Patriots.
Biggest lead of the night for either team.
Bishop drops it up. Rogalski going in. Had the ball knocked away. Bardick to steal. They send it around down and push from behind and stolen away. No foul there. Rogalski sends it off to the left. Right through the wickets of the hands.
Nice steal by Kevin Moyer, but then
Bishop. And out of bounds.
A nice steal by Kevin Moyer, but Mundelein lost the ball near the Stevenson sideline, and the Patriots will come back with the ball.
A little too fast for themselves, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They got the steal. They didn't know how to control it. And that could happen.
Remember, this is a Mundelein team that put up 78 points against Waukegan. They're not afraid to go fast, though, Rusty.
Salinas, got his arm out. And believe it or not, Farina did a good job to see that and fell over. He bought that.
Yep.
He bought the charge on the little bit of a stiff arm.
Yep, stiff arm by Salinas. A nice charge taken by Farina down low. And now looks
Remember I said earlier that Farina played as a Stevenson player as a freshman, so he knows some of these players. He's played with them. He's a senior.
Looks like number 12, Mr. Armand Beeris, is going to check in for the Mustangs as Salinas checks out with that foul.
Down inside, shot up, not going to go. Farina had a chance, not going to make it. Bardick gets it. Bardick, a little spin move, almost knocked away, checked from behind. Now out to the wing. And Burris with a shot, not going to go. Tip in the air. Nice job to bring that down. We got
corral by Dabbs.
Bardick. Now sends it out to the wing. Long shot for three. That one off the rim, not going to go. Rebound down by Mundelein.
Well, nice corral there by Willoughby as he went over the top.
3-on-3, shot put up, and a blocking foul. They tried to pull a charge here. That one's not going to go. You got to give credit for Burris trying to set that up.
Yeah, Burris is going to be the guilty party as Bishop was coming in there with some speed. No, excuse me, Willoughby was. And Stevenson better watch themselves. 5 fouls early here in the first period.
1:03 left. Willoughby's free throw is good. Willoughby on the scorecard or scorebook. Yeah. You know why I say scorecard? I got that baseball feeling in my mind, which is around the corner. We're going to take a break.
And it's full timeout by Stevenson.
All right, we're going to take a break. 11-5 our score. 11-6.
Yep.
Back right after this here on WRLR.
98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Imagine a world where kids no longer played football, or baseball, or basketball. Hard to imagine? Well, what if no adults wanted to officiate? Right now, there's a critical shortage of high school officials, and you can do your part to make sure kids keep playing. For more information on how to become a licensed IHSA official, contact your local high school or visit the IHSA website at ihsa.org.
A message from the Illinois High School Association. Stay in the game.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Back here in Lincolnshire, 11-6 our score, 1:03 left in the opening quarter. Carson, Beck, Rusty Silber on hand. What you got, Carson?
Well, I think with that Stevenson timeout, I'm sure Coach Ambrose is reassuring to his players, guys, look out. We're already in foul trouble. We can't let Mundelein get free opportunities to score points. So it's 5-1 in favor of 5-1 Stevenson. Stevenson with the 5 fouls. Mundelein only 1, so.
All right, Willoughby at the line. He made his first before the timeout. Or should I? Yeah, he made it before the first free throw before the timeout. Now he's got his second one. That one's good, so he makes them both.
And it looks like we have a new Mustang on the floor. Mr. number 5, sophomore Evan Salvador checks in for the Mustangs.
So both coaches going to their bench a little bit. Any way to get some depth in this game, if that means something. Bardick in the lane, stops, sends it to the corner. Looking to go inside, they send it back out. Burris outside the arc to the left here. Pagliacca going to go low, and ball was knocked away. Salinas lost the ball. Looked like it was going to be saved there by
Kevin Moyer had a brief steal for a second.
Well, it's funny because he did get the steal, but then Salinas knocked it out, and then Mundelein gets it apparently.
Right, yeah, he had a little butterfingers down low.
Good break from Mundelein. Final 30 seconds. Mundelein maybe going for one. Bounce pass to the low. Salvador going to work baseline. Salvador back out.
Salvador and Pagliacca want to battle each other down low to battle in the number 5s.
Mundelein looking at one. Down to 15 seconds. Willoughby out by the scorer's table. Badgley giving direction. He's almost out to the S. Willoughby turns, spins, got a different man. Clock down to 4. Turns a wild three-pointer off the mark. Rebound. Taken down by Burris. Going to get a shot up. Nope. Buzzer sounded. Nice throw off wide of the backboard. 11-7 is where we stand after one. Let's take a break. We're back with more right here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
The law firm of O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno PC is proud to sponsor another season of high school sports on WRLR. Lake County has a rich tradition of high school sports, which WRLR broadcasts and streams to the entire community. If you are thinking of buying or selling a home or business, or have a question on how COVID affects your home or business, O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno can help you. Their number is 847-675-4790.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Welcome back to Stevenson High School in Lincolnshire. Carson Beck, Rusty Silber on hand. 11-7 is where we stand. Looking at depth here on both teams in the first quarter. Not to say we can say there's anything more than that, but I think you're looking at two teams that definitely know each other.
Definitely, Rusty. And what I'm noticing so far, it seems like both teams are going to need to force down low, and also it seems like valuing the ball for both of these teams is going to be really key. Both teams had their fair share of turnovers, so it seems like that may be an emphasis point moving forward. As it looks like Stevenson's going to inbound the here near midcourt.
All right. See, both teams might have gone back to their starters, at least at this point, to start the second quarter. Patriots working up on top. Salinas is open. He's going to spot and pop a three off the back of the rim and hit that wire that goes on the, that metal piece that holds it. So this is going to be a turnover with the Mustangs to get it.
Looks like more Mundelein fans filling in, and they're liking that play. Mustangs hanging around, only down 4 here early.
Willoughby with a dribble up top right side. Closely guarded. Now he sends it back to the top. Willoughby, 12-foot jumper. That one missed the mark completely.
Yeah.
Pagliacca with the rebound. Lead pass to the right side. Cross court, they work it. Up on top, Bardick bump. Nothing called. Now sends it down low. Remage back out. They work it back out to Bardick, back to Remage up. And there's that one-handed, looks like a half hook, and he gets it.
Yep, exactly. It looked like a little hook shot there down low. And he took advantage against the size advantage against Kevin Moyer down low.
That's what I was saying in the pregame. He's been the man in the post.
Remember, Moyer's only a sophomore.
Bishop, a pick made, trying to go wide. He's double teamed. Gets it back out. Nearly lost over there by Farina. On the dribble, left side lane, had tipped away. Gets the ball saved on the baseline, but threw it to the wrong guy, Salina. Look out. From behind, it's knocked away by Salvador. 3-on-1. Going is Bishop, little move around, and gets the ball to go in. Nice move, nice steal.
Yep, nice little Euro step by Bishop down low as he's got 7 points early, Mr. Rusty.
I was more impressed with the steal from behind.
Oh, that too.
That was a highlight.
What wasn't there to be impressed about on that play?
Dam sends it back out. Open three-pointer, in and out, not going to go. Nice rebound by Pagliacca. Removich now back out. Salinas for three. Nope. Too long to box out. And we got a foul here And it wasn't just a box out. Salvador kind of backed into him.
Yeah.
And Pagliacca hit the deck by the free throw line.
Man, it seems like Pagliacca and Salvador are stuck together like glue tonight.
It's even better because both guys are wearing number 5.
Right,
so.
exactly. And looks like Michael Farina is going to check back in for the Mustangs.
Up on top, wide open. Pagliacca, a 3. That one off the rim. Nope, rebound. Two Mustangs hit each other, but the Mustangs corral it.
Yeah, Moyer and Rogalski bumped into each other on that defensive rebound. Same team, guys.
Rogalski for 3. That one off the rim. Nope, rebound tipped. Will go out of bounds. Rogalski chased, but it hit the baseline and out, so this will go back to Stevenson.
And it looks like Stevenson's going to bring in Sawarj, Mahar. Help me out here, Rusty. Patra. That's a tough one. A little bit too many consonants next to each other. Maharparta? I can't.
Maharparta? That could be close.
I apologize.
You might want to go by the first name on him.
Right.
And here we go on a foul on a drive. Bardick was trying to go against Rogalski. He reached and a foul call. Fouls are adding up a little bit here from Mundelein in the second quarter. Still 5:46 to go. 13-9 Stevenson leading Mundelein in a high school game week. Inside pass, wide open, miss. That one should have gone up and in. That one missed out there by Maloney. Good chance. Bishop. Pass over to the left side. Farina. Back to Bishop.
Again, look, Stevenson's trying to push Mundelein outside the arc. They're having trouble putting the ball down low.
I'm watching a lot of pushing going on here. Going on both sides.
Remember, it's a rivalry, Rusty. These teams like to get a little physical. Now it looks like Moyer's trying to set a screen here to help get things set up for the Mustangs.
It's North Suburban Conference basketball. That's all you can say to it. 5 minutes here, and Mundelein slowing the game down.
Coach Badgie on his knees. You can tell he's highly anticipating this possession.
Bishop out by the S near midcourt. On the dribble, closer near the scorer's table now. Wide, looking for a bounce pass, gets it down to Rogalski, and a little reach-in foul. Moriata, if that's close.
Yeah, there
I'm sorry.
I think that might be the name we're going with. Suarez Moriarta.
I'm going to go with Suarez. Suarez.
Nice.
S-W-A-R-E-J is easier than the last name.
Remember, Rusty, Stevenson's has 6 fouls. Next foul will send Mundelein to the charity stripe.
Go baseline move here, going up. Looked like a charge, nothing called. Now back out for 3. That's not going to work. Off the back of their end, double team. Underneath, wide open, shot up, not going to go. Passed it out to the corner for 3, rattled, and not going to go there.
Nice.
Rebound, Mundelein.
Nice rebound by Moyer on the offensive
Long
rebound.
3 open, that off the rim, nope, not going to work. Farina gets it, tied up, not going to get it. Any chance, comes back out. Rogalski wanted to shoot.
2 offensive rebounds on this possession, keeping this possession alive for the Mustangs.
Bishop had a chance to go down, but Bardick closed off the path down the lane.
Looks like Pagliacca wants to check in at the next dead ball for Stevenson.
This is like a chess match.
Hey, you said Bishop at the start of the game.
But it's a chess match, not only what's on the court, to what the coaches are doing off the court. Mundelein trying to do something on this drive. Bishop's trying to go one-on-one. Bardick, great job of defense to close that off on the outside. Now they work it to the far side. Bishop again off to Farina. Comes back to Bishop. Bardick with a steal, but now Bishop's going to take it in, and this is going to be a charge. What a great job. Bishop knows it was a charge. He's frustrated.
Yeah,
Maloney. Wow.
Maloney took that charge. And Pagliacca checks in, and it looks like Salvador, the battle of the number 5s, check back in, as it looks like Suarez is checking out, as well as number 13, Derek Bishop.
So still 13-9, 3:40 left in the second quarter. The chess match continues, as I mentioned before. That time the Bishop got caught.
I'm loving the Salvador Pagliacca matchup, Rusty.
Pass down low. Jeremovich double teams. Got to get it back out. Oh, no chance. They work it back to Jeremovich. Turnaround shot. One hand up. Off the rim. Nope. Rebound. Pagliacca
with the rebound.
Can't get it to work. 4 on 3. Back the other way. Long 3 opportunity. In and out. That's not going to go for Rogalski. Comes back. Patriots going to drive in. Shot. 2 guys. Oh, how did Pagliacca get that in?
Yeah, he was guarded well down low by Willoughby, and it looks like Mundelein wants to call their first timeout of the night.
That looked like a block, and it just didn't happen. So 15-9, 3:04 left in the second. We'll take a break. Back with more high school basketball right here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Where's a good place to find sports? Right here on WRLR 98.3 FM. You know the show? It's called The Sports Corner with the Sports Guys. We've got Don Johnson. We've got Bruce Becker, Rusty Silber, and we got you, the listeners. Make sure you listen in each and every Saturday morning to hear the national and local sports from 8 to 10 o'clock right here on WRLR 98.3 FM.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Welcome back here to Lincolnshire, Stevenson High School. I can tell that Carson's getting excited, but I'll say this, tomorrow morning we got excitement. We're going to get Mike McCarthy, our traveling reporter lately. He is out in fantasy baseball camp. Did you know about this? Did you hear anything about this?
Rusty.
He is out there with some former Cubs. He's going to join us tomorrow morning to talk about what it's like to play baseball with people like Ferguson Jenkins, Bob Denier. These are old-time Cubs.
Rusty, I challenge you to do those 10 backflips in a row like these Stevenson Patriots cheerleaders are doing tonight.
No, thank you. Even though this is a big weekend for dance and cheerleading, what's going on. There's competitions going on. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the Sports Corner a little bit. Underneath, shot put up, not going to go. Missed there, rebound loose. Comes down to the Patriots. There was a pretty good effort to go in there by Willoughby. Nice. Under a baseline jumper now for Uremovich, and that goes down.
As he now has 4 points on the night.
17-9. Patriots trying to take some steps away from the Mustangs.
Notice how Stevenson's not letting him pass inside. They're forcing him to move the ball outside the arc.
Moyer off to the left here. Farina back to Moyer. Moyer running the point. Drops the ball off. Rogalski back to Moyer. Makes his way, and he gets inside for a basket.
Yeah, Moyer decided to take on Mr. number 11, Ermanovich down low. Equal size advantage there.
Bardick in the lane, turning, spinning, one-handed shot short. Rebound comes down to the Patriots. Shot up, good, count it, and a foul. Pretty good effort just to get to that ball, and Dabbs finished it and got hit from behind.
Yep, he did get hit from behind, Rusty. Now can Stevenson convert the old-fashioned three-point play? And it looks like the foul will be called on number 12, will be there. And it looks like number 2, Trey Thompson, will check back in for the Mustangs. And now it looks like Jack Dabbs now has 9 points so far for the Patriots.
Dabbs also, you mentioned 9, but he's going for 10. And a chance to take the 8-point lead at the 2-minute mark at 19-11 to make it 20. Free throw goes up, and he does.
First player to double digits tonight.
So 20-11, Patriots out in front, Mustangs. Bishop, by the way, back in the game. Off to Farina.
Stevenson still sticking with that 3-2 zone, forcing Mundelein out
Bishop
the outside.
Goes against a double team, no place to go there. Bishop passes it off, gets the ball back from Willoughby. Now Bishop back to Willoughby, almost got him knocked away. Now Willoughby gets a push, nothing called. Rebound put up, good, count it. There should have been a foul before that. Farina found his way inside and drew the foul and the bucket.
And it looks like they're going to get Christian Ermanovich for the foul. And now checking in for the Patriots, so Lunas, as well as Moyer for the Mustangs. So let's see if Mr. Farina can convert on his first free throw attempt on the night.
I'll tell you one thing, when Farina made that bucket, you saw the excitement on him. Oh, he missed the free throw. Barely hit the rim on the right side and got the
backboard.
I think it had something to do with the fans over there. Long three-pointer from the wing and count it. Nice job by Maloney to get that to drop.
And that was all set up by the assist from Bardich.
Lead is up to 10 now. About a minute and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Work it down to the low. Thompson. Work it back on top. Moyer to the right side. Willoughby now with it back on top. No place to go for Salvador. Now it's Thompson. Going to challenge against Maloney. Nothing there. Bardick comes over to help. Clock down to 50 seconds. They work it to the wing side. Salvador driving in. No place to go. Thompson now back on top. Mustangs trying to find a hole here. Moyer, Salvador. Man-to-man defense. Good job. Thompson, he's got some quickness. He's short and quick.
Yeah, good observation, Russ. He's switching from the 3-2 to man-to-man now.
Now driving in. Farina looked like he might have traveled. No call. Took the Euro from the free throw line.
Moyer with the offensive rebound.
They back out to Salvador for three, and he gets it.
Moyer with the rebound, then he kicked it out to Salvador for three. So 5 points for Salvador.
23-16. Pressure in the backcourt. Down to 7 here. Clock winding down. Thompson going against Bardick. Bardick had stripped away. Enough time, maybe. Willoughby challenge. Going to get it up? No. You heard the horn. The basket went up in the air. And Farina thought he had a layup there, but that horn went off even before he got a chance to get that shot off. 23-16 is where we stand at the break. It seemed slow for a while, but then the pace picked up in the final minutes. We'll take a break. We'll talk about this very interesting first half between these two teams with the Mustangs and the Patriots. Stevenson with a 7-point lead. We're back right after this here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
The law firm of O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno PC is proud to sponsor another season of high school sports on WRLR. Lake County has a rich tradition of high school sports, which WRLR broadcasts and streams to the entire community. If you are thinking of buying or selling a home or business, or have a question on how COVID affects your home or business, O'Keefe, Lewis, and Bruno can help you. Their number is 847-675-4790.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Illinois high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at an Illinois high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 FM. I'm Marty Love, the host of Bacon Bits with Master Happiness.
And I'm not alone.
You're not?
I am not. I'm here with my bestest buddy.
Tiffany!
There you go.
We've all got reasons to be scared, angry, or sad. Happiness is outnumbered 3-1. Give us a little bit of your time, and we'll see if we can give you a reason to smile. That's Bacon Bits with Master Happiness. Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Isn't it nice?
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Welcome back to Stevenson High School. Carson, Beck, Rusty Silber here with you. 23-16. Patriots lead the Mustangs at halftime. The halftime entertainment is interesting. I've never tried this before. They're holding a sub sandwich in the left hand, and they've got a basketball one-handed to shoot a free throw. I've never heard of this idea before. She made it here. Wow.
Am I allowed to just eat the sandwich, Rusty?
I don't know, but she made her first shot, and they're making more shots here. I like this idea. It's not just making free throws. You got an obstacle in your game, one-handed, and you got to throw it up there and hold that sub sandwich. Don't squeeze the sub sandwich. Don't drop it. But you got to do one-handed. Okay, now we got on the right side making it. That's pretty cool. Let's talk about this first half, Carson. Very intriguing first half between both teams. And as I mentioned, it's kind of like a chess match what's going on here between the coaches and what the players are doing on the court. The play itself seems a little slow, but then the last minute, teams trying to take advantage off turnovers to get points.
Yeah, one thing that I'm noticing is I'm really impressed with Stevenson's defense. When I'm seeing Mundelein trying to set up their offense, Stevenson is not letting Mundelein pass down low, which impacts especially Bishop and Willoughby, who kind of have a size advantage. So they started out with that 3-2 zone, then they switched to man. Remember, we're talking about a Mundelein team that put up 78 points this past week against Waukegan, only 16 tonight. So I tip my hat off to Coach Ambrose and the level of defense that they're playing with so far. But on the flip side, they did get caught with the foul bug early, so can't be overly aggressive. But overall, I think there's been a couple nice matchups with Salvador and Paglioka. I've been arguing that matchup, the battle of the number 5s. It seems like Mundelein is living and dying with the ball with Willoughby primarily in their offense, a little bit of Bishop here and there. So if I was Stevenson, I'd focus primarily on Willoughby and Bishop and make sure that you don't foul as much as you did in the first half, or else you might get punished from the free throw line. That's usually a key if you're trailing. Score when the clock isn't running, and that's the free throws.
How surprised are we that we're seeing both of these coaches using more players off the bench? I mean, they're going at least 8, 9, maybe 10 players deep right now. I know foul trouble is an issue for a couple of people, but are we surprised to see Badgley go that far deep or Ambrose going that much more than we expect?
I don't think so. I think it's typical to kind of go 8 deep usually. And speaking of the bench players, I've been impressed so far with Paglioka for Stevenson, Salvador for Mundelein, also Trey Thompson, number 2 for the Mustangs. He's been moving the ball well a little bit. And then also Suarez as well, number 3, Mohopatra for Stevenson. So, yeah, I think the bench players, they definitely have not been a liability to the offense or defense. So I think it gives some of the starters a little breather. So, yeah, I think that's a good move to put your bench in, Rusty. And plus it helps the foul game, too.
As we look towards the second half between these two teams, Matt Badgley is right now trailing by 7 points. What do you think the Mustangs need to do? They got youth, but do they have the ability to claw back into this?
I think the key is they struggle to pass down low. If you can't pass down low, drive at the basket. Force yourself to get free throw attempts, Rusty. That's what I would do if you're the Mustangs. Try getting him in foul trouble again. Seem to help you. And then maybe also try getting some points on the transition. We've seen Mundelein get some steals here. Try taking advantage of those transition scores, Rusty. So that's what I would do if you're the Mustangs. And if you're Stevenson, value the ball, juice out the clock a little bit. You're not in a hurry. You're up 7. Maybe limit the turnovers to avoid Mundelein starting the fast break. So I think those are some of the keys that I would be looking at.
Keeping an eye on some of the games around the area. I'm looking for some scores. Haven't found many that are out and about. I know Libertyville is on the road tonight.
Yeah.
They're at, is it Waukegan, we said?
Yeah, Waukegan and Libertyville, yep.
And then your, Lake Zurich is...
Yeah, Lake Forest is at Zion tonight.
Zion, and I'm just thinking the same. I know the big game also is Vernon, make it Deerfield and Niles North playing each other tonight. Keep an eye on that.
Remind me who Vernon Hills is playing. Are they playing Maine East?
It's one of the mains, I believe.
Oh, okay.
In that order. We'll have the recap of it all tomorrow morning. I do want to throw this out, if we can, that I know it's not a major sport, but let's give credit to a couple of teams that made it to state in boys bowling. Mundelein and Lake Zurich. They didn't really fare well to make the second day, but Lake Zurich finished, I think, in the area of 16th, and Mundelein was 22nd. Hey, hats off to make it. Mundelein was the first one that made it to state. Lake Zurich did get one bowler to make it to the second day as a bag. And then Vernon Hill's got a bowler, too. Ackerman's going to make it tomorrow on bowl as well.
Speaking of score updates, Rusty, I got a basketball score in the North Suburban. We got a tie game in the second quarter between the Warren Blue Devils and the Lake Zurich Bears. So 21 apiece in the second quarter there.
We'll have the recap of all the games coming up tomorrow in the morning after the 9 o'clock hour. And I want to give hats off to a gymnasium, believe it or not. Libertyville won the conference meet. 4 teams. This gymnastics last night were within 0.5 of each other. You believe that? Half a point separated 4 teams for the conference meet. But Libertyville and Warren ended up sharing the conference title based on the dual meet and the conference meet. That, to me, is incredible. 4 teams within a half a point. So we'll talk about that. In fact, we'll have the coach on. Tiffany Owens will join with us on the Sports Corner coming up tomorrow.
And Rusty, I got another quick score real quick. Deerfield is up 26-24 against Niles North at halftime.
Back right after this here on WRLR.
98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Illinois high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Back here in Lincolnshire. Getting ready here. Ball in play as Mundelein will start the second half. Carson, Beck, Rusty Silber here with you. Third quarter. Long shot here, up and in. It is a three-pointer for Bishop.
And that was all set up by the assist, number 3, Farina.
Bishop with a big bucket to start the third, makes it 23-19. In the front court, pass here. Salinas gets it and gets a travel called against him. Right off the bat.
Like I said, Rusty, value to basketball. And so far, turnover.
Just underway in the third quarter. And Mundelein trimming the lead down right away off a three-pointer by Bishop. Mundelein back with the ball. Farina going in. Nice little move to get to the basket with a layup.
And it was set up by the assist from number 13, Derek Bishop.
Boy, quickly cuts it to 2. So Mundelein coming out with a little bit of intensity against Stevenson. Down low, Maloney shot put up left hand, not going to go. Rebound, Maloney back out. Long three, Bardick, nope. Salinas comes up with it over the back. Would look like a foul, nothing called on that.
Looks like Coach Badgley wanted it over the back foul.
Patriots back with the ball. Maloney comes off to the outside up on top. Dabbs. Now over to Bardick. Bardick driving in, a little scoop, comes back out Salinas. Looks like a 1-3-1, kind of. Maybe it's a 1-2-2 type zone matchup.
Like a 1-2-2.
I'm confused a little bit. Outside, Patriots. Salinas will pop a three. Nope, off the rim. Going to go out of bounds. Kind of looked like a matchup zone, but at first looked like 1-3-1, and it looked like 1-2-2. Little wrinkle in Badgley's defense. 6:23 left, third quarter. Mustangs have a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip. Rogowski drops it off.
I believe it would be their first lead of the night if they did take the lead.
They had a lead 2-0, believe it or not.
Okay.
On the opening tip, but
double
close.
team.
Driving in, a little one-handed shot off the glass. Nope, rebound comes down. Good effort there by Rogowski, not able to get it.
It seemed like Willoughby's shot was a little rushed there.
Salinas off to the corner, wide open, long three, good. Drained it in, up and in. And a timeout taken quickly here by Stevenson. Big three, but from Dabbs. And Ambrose wanted a quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's one of those shortened 30-second timeouts. Just want to mention the Sports Corner tomorrow morning. A lot to talk about. Not only are we going to talk about a little baseball, because I'm getting excited. Pitchers and catchers report a few weeks from now. It's getting that close. Middle of February. We'll talk football. We'll get ready for the conference championships Will Mahomes be ready, by the way? That's the big question after that high ankle sprain that he got last week. I'm a little concerned about this, but I'll tell you one thing. Joe Burrow has had Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs number the last few years.
I like what Burrow said last week over the win over the Bills. You better refund those tickets for the AFC Championship in Atlanta. Burrow's on a mission.
Well, you know he's got to be upset after last year. And I've kind of said this on the Sports Quarter. The Bengals have been playing better and better each week since the middle part of the season.
It's been a while since the team's lost the Super Bowl and came back and won. You got to go back to Tom Brady and the Patriots.
All right. Big lead here, back out to 5 for the Patriots. Now driving in, shot put up short, not going to go in. Rebound back up, that one also short. Second effort, not going to go in there for the Mustangs. As that was Willoughby. Now, Patriots baseline move going in. Awkward shot. Bardick earned the foul. If he made that shot, I would have been amazed. That made me feel like Michael Jordan's little move to the basket, not under and a reverse, but going in with a awkward type shot off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to get Willoughby for the foul down low.
Bardick just missed the first free throw. He's got 6. First trip to the free throw line. 5:28 left in the third quarter. Missed both free throws.
Nice rebound by number 13, Derek Bishop for the Mustangs.
Unusual to see Bardick miss 2 in a row. 5-point lead here for the Patriots. Mundelein slowing the pace down a little bit. Rogalski. Up top, tries to get over to the left, stolen away. Big steal. Bardick going to take it off the glass, and he gets the layup.
Nice steal and converting the fast break points for Bardick as he goes coast to coast, Mr. Rusty. And it looks like Trey Thompson's going to check in at the next dead ball for the Mustangs.
Moyer, bounce pass up on top. Rogalski sends it back off. And Farina drops it off. Shot up. Another draw charge. Nothing there. Missed layup. Bounce pass underneath. Rogalski got his hand in there and knocked it away.
Second turnover tonight.
2 on 3. Driving and squeezes through 2. Can't get the layup. I thought for sure Rogalski was going to get it. Then the ball got to Salinas. And he traveled? Is that what they're calling it?
Yep, 2 turnovers in a very short time period for Stevenson. Already 3 this half, and Trey Thompson checks back in for the Mustangs.
That's the second time that Salinas has been caught with that travel. Yeah. He walked over the referee. The referee kind of explained him what he did. Yep. You know, these referees look for those travels. We've talked about that. Rogalski dropped off to Bishop, almost lost the ball. Bishop looking to make a move, stops, pops a 3, hits the rim. And no good, but a foul underneath the basket.
Might be an over the back. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to get Willoughby for another foul there from Mundelein. 2 fouls already this half for the Mustangs.
4:24 left, third quarter. High school basketball here on WRLR. Stevenson out in front. Carson, Beck, Rusty, Silber with the call. Patriots hit the ball. Down low, Salinas, Uranovich, back out. Bardick, now a long 3, off the rim, nope, rebound taken down by the Mustangs. Moyer, lead pass, off to Thompson. I like this guy, Thompson up on top. He is one of these dart-type guards, short and quick. Now they pass it off Willoughby, trying to work inside, shot up, not going to go. Great defense, put out by Uranovich.
Nice rebound by Debs there for Stevenson. Looks like Stevenson's slowing it down here now.
Maloney running the point here on top. Maloney driving down baseline, sent it back out to the middle. He threw it right off a Mustang, and it's picked up 3 on 2. Behind the back, that's not going to work. That was not a great move by Bishop.
Yeah, there was a pair of Stevenson Patriots waiting for him along the free throw line. So, yeah, he should have kicked it back out.
Driving in lane, stop, little floater, goes up and in. Bardick made that look easy. Make it 30-21. And in the front court here, Matt Badgley doesn't like something. He says he wants a timeout. 9-point lead for the Stevenson Patriots.
And it looks like when we come back, it looks like Evan Salvador is going to check back in for the Mustangs.
All right. Back right after this, high school basketball here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Hi, this is Ronald Curtis Grace, host of Ear Candy Emporium on WRLR 98.3 FM. Join us every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll play some great music, have a laugh or two, and get the weekend started on the right note. That's Ear Candy Emporium, the home of sweet musical treats, every Friday afternoon from 4 to 6 on WRLR 98.3 FM and online at WRLR.FM.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
We are back in the loudness of the Stevenson Gym. Carson, Beck, Rusty, Silber. When they play music out here, they really mean it. I'll say that here at the breaks. But 30-21 is our score with 3:06 left in the third quarter. Mustangs with the basketball. Bishop to inbound it right below us. I think we're on the Mustang side, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes I wonder where the fans sit. Usually it's the same side of the bench. Oh, look out here. Oh, they said it was deflected. Boy, Mustangs got very fortunate. Thompson sent a bounce pass to Bishop.
Right.
And it went out of bounds, but it looked like it skipped by Bishop, and referee said it was deflected. Bardick is saying it wasn't off me. Now he's like, oh, okay. Bounce pass back in, Bishop. Farina, Thompson.
Mundelein still struggling to pass the ball down low. Stevenson still playing great defense. So looks to be a 3-2 zone.
Mustangs staying out on top here. Thompson looking to pass across the side. Salvador long three. Rattled and dropped.
Second three tonight for Salvador.
30-24. Anything to help for the Mustangs. Look out, double team. Nothing there. Cross court. Maloney open for three. Right side off the rim. No. Tip up in the air and a push out. It looked like an opportunity for the Mustangs, or not the Mustangs, but the Patriots to get the ball on the rebound, and a foul was called.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get number 24, Kevin Moyer. And now Pogowski's going to check back in for the Patriots. Pagliocca is going to check back in for the Patriots as Maloney checks out for Stevenson.
Baseline sent in. Well, to the corner. Works out Yuremovich outside the arc. Gets the ball. Pagliocca outside the arc to the left there in front of the bench. Sent it back to the top. Bardick. Salinas with a pick. He stays solid. Comes back to Salinas off the pick. Now Pagliocca trying to drive free throw line. Dishing it back out. Tabs. Little bump going on the inside. Yuremovich
Salinas
tied up.
Salinas threw his elbow at Salvador. I'm surprised there wasn't an offensive foul called. Surprised Salvador's not
turn, spin, Bardick into the corner, no look. Pass a shot, and good. Counted for three. Nice bucket there for Dabbs.
And you can give the assist to Mr. Bardick, as that is his first assist of the second half.
Timely three-pointer. Dabbs 2 threes in the quarter. Back to 9. Minute and a half to go. Bishop, he's open. He'll take a three and drain that one from about 21.
He made that one look easy, Rusty, right through.
I said Bishop, that was Farina. I stand corrected on that.
5 points this half for Farina.
33-27.
Now he's putting some nice pressure on Salinas.
Bardick sent it inside. Yuremovich going against two. Puts a shoulder and knocks down one of the Mustangs.
It looks like Farina sold the charge against number 11, Ermanovich. So...
Ermanovich, what's that give him? 3 fouls, I believe.
Oh, this quarter's flying by, Rusty.
Fouls are stacking up a little bit. Only first foul, by the way, for the Patriots here in the second half. 3 against the Mundelein. Thompson up top left.
Kind of the opposite of the first half. Stevenson was the one in foul trouble.
Thompson drops it off. Bishop pass to the left here. Farina looking 3 again. He made the move. Now he's going to try to drive. Gets inside. He couldn't get his body facing. Lead pass down court. Salinas gets bumped. Shot goes in. No, they say the foul is on the ground.
And I think they might get Salvador. Let's see.
That last play before the pass, I wasn't sure if I liked what Thompson did. He made his move to the basket, but he was a little bit off track when he went in, and he missed it.
It looks like the foul will be called on Derek Bishop on the previous play. Fourth
baseline, Patriots sends it all the way to backcourt. That's unusual, but it works.
Notice how Salvador is not guarding Pagliocca anymore.
Well, Pagliocca brought that ball back up now up to Bardick. Bardick against Thompson here. 18 seconds. Final shot coming. Everyone's set up near the baseline. It's one-on-one. Bardick and Thompson. Down to 10 seconds. Oh, you got to look. This is a rivalry. Little push-off. Nothing called. Bardick driving in. Left hand off the glass and gets it.
Yeah, it looked like Bardick liked that matchup against Trey Thompson.
Pressure backcourt before the buzzer. Oh, they would have had it. A chance for Dabbs to steal a basket, but it doesn't go. 35-27. That's where we stand as we head to the final 8 minutes. Patriots holding court. We're back right after this here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Illinois. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Patriots, it was close. They were a little worried by Mundelein at the start of the third quarter. End of the quarter, Stevenson took over. And you got to give a lot of credit to two players from Stevenson.
Yeah, absolutely. Both Aiden Bardick, number 4, and Jack Dabbs, 6 points, but they scored it different ways. Dabbs did it from the outside with a pair of threes, and Bardick did it with a couple of twos. And he's been moving the ball around, got an assist as well as a steal.
All right, start of the fourth quarter. Patriots with the basketball and an 8-point lead as we start this final quarter.
Notice
Thompson-Bardick matchup. Pass to the corner here. Pagliocca working against Bishop. Pagliocca going to send it off to the right side. Bardick trying to make a move on Thompson. No pick. Goes in. Dishing back out. Wide open. Three-pointer. Bardick no. High off the rim. Not going to go. And rebound taken down by Mundelein. Moyer. Into the front court here. Thompson will run the show here. Trailing by 8. Thompson drops it off to the right side of the lane. Knocked away. Good job. He picked up by Salvador. Over to Farina, to Bishop. Salvador running with 3 guards here.
Stevenson still not allowing passes down low with this 2-3 zone.
Driving in against 2, making his way, whittling his way to find the basket is Bishop.
See, Rusty, that's what I said. If you can't pass it down low, attack the basket yourself, and that's what Bishop did on that play.
35-29, cuts it to 6. Long 3, Dabbs off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Mundelein.
Nice defensive rebound by Bishop.
Salvador in the corner. Thompson going baseline, lost the ball. Slowly threw his leg at Pagliocca. Nothing called. Pagliocca dribbling in the front court. Slows it down against Thompson.
Yeah, you got lucky that the ref didn't
look out, near steal. And Pagliocca saves the ball. He did get his arm out on Thompson. But the foul, I think, is leaning towards Thompson, right?
Yep, it is on Thompson. And checking in for the Mustangs, number 22, Vinny Rogalski. And then back in for the Patriots, Christian Ermanovich.
Pat Ambrose giving a lot of instruction on the sideline.
Mundelein better be careful. They have 5 team fouls, opposite of what the first half had when Stevenson was the one in foul trouble. And it looks like Badger, he's not liking it. He's talking to the official here.
Patriots with the ball right now, Pagliocca. They're working around the top to the side. Maloney back in the game. Nice move. Trying to get a dribble, now back up on top. Bardick. Maybe Patriots taking a little time off, working a backdoor as possible.
That's what I would do.
St. Lena's driving in. Got the shoulder down and drew a foul. Great offensive foul driven there. Was that Salvador again? No, that's Farina.
Farina sold it down low.
I really believe that Farina couldn't wait for this game because, like I said, he was a freshman here, and he played with a lot of these guys. Now he's a senior. He missed out a year before he came here.
Kind of the opposite of when Trey Baker left Stevenson to come to Mundelein.
Same scenario. That's what I was thinking on the way here. I couldn't figure out who that was. Thanks for bringing that up. Bishop up on top to Willoughby. 6-point lead, 6 minutes to go. Long way to go in this one. Double team. Willoughby gets it off to the side. Salvador against Pagliacca, and we got one of those offensive fouls. Yep.
It might be a moving screen.
Well, it's a thing where that it's the shoulders, it's the elbows. Referees look for that on the moving screen.
And it looks like Jack Dabbs is going to check in for David Salinas for the Patriots. Mundelein sticking with their original 5.
I really believe more of those are called this year like travel calls.
Nice denied defense by Rogalski guarding Bardick.
Look out, mishandled ball. Bardick gets it back. Pressure up top near midcourt. Bardick.
Mundelein's got to find a way to trim this.
Look out, Bardick being hampered there by Farina.
Actually, that was number 22, Rogalski.
They're also in the picture. Now underneath, Remage lost it back out to Bardick to help him. No, missed the mark. Right there on the rebound. Can't get it. Bardick going to try to put it up a second time. Got the board and put it up and in. Actually, it's Maloney.
Yeah. He got Bardick's air ball, and he got his own offensive revund. And nice commitment by Maloney.
Back to 8. And now an offensive foul as Bishop drives to the basket, and Maloney Bardick gets underneath.
And Mundelein better be careful. The next foul on the Mustangs will... Actually, no.
The next one will get into the line.
Even though it's 7 fouls for Mundelein. Badgley wants a timeout here.
4:59 left. Stevenson with an 8-point lead. They got the free throw line in their favor the rest of the game. We're back right after this here on WRLR.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 FM. I'm Marty Love, the host of Bacon Bits with Master Hackers.
And I'm not alone.
You're not?
I am not. I'm here with my bestest buddy.
Tiffany.
There you go.
We've all got reasons to be scared, angry, or sad. Happiness is outnumbered 3-1. Give us a little bit of your time, and we'll see if we can give you a reason to smile. That's Bacon Bits with Master Happiness, Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Isn't it nice?
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
4:59 left in the fourth quarter, 37-29 favor Stevenson.
If you think this is a barn burner, Lake Zurich and Warren tied at 33 apiece in the third quarter, and then also in the CSL, Deerfield and Niles North tied at 41 in the fourth quarter.
All right, down low working, Maloney trying to get inside double team. Metronovich actually down low to Maloney. Now it comes back out. Patriots, I would think, are going to try to take a little time off the clock here.
And Mundelein has no fouls to give, so they got to play good defense here if they want to come back down 8.
That's Ambrose style. If he's got the lead, take the time off the clock. Bardick going to drive in. Little shot off the glass, not going to go. Rebound back up. Good count it for Dabbs.
Dabbs, getting the offensive rebound and put back. So
10-point game.
It's going to be tough to come back here, Rusty.
A lot of things working against the Mustangs. Trying to work, turn, and we got a block foul. There wasn't much contact at all on this play. I'm surprised that there was whistle.
And it looks like they're going to get number 11, Ermanovich.
Willoughby made a move left side of the lane. Juranovic, I don't know if it was a hand contact. He went flying.
Oh, yeah.
Out of bounds. That was just strange.
He might have tried to sell it a little too much there.
Out to the wing. Beats a man, goes in, shot up. Nope, missed it.
A little too strong.
Salinas did a good job to block the lane to the basket.
A little too strong out the backboard by Rogalski.
Salinas driving in against 2. That one's short. Rebound, and it comes down the Mustang. Wide open down court. Willoughby had it. Oh, my goodness gracious. both hands on the ball. He came down without the ball, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Mundelein maybe got a little ahead of themselves pace-wise as they tried feeding it down to Willoughby.
Stevenson student section getting into it after the last call.
You know, high scores like to remind each other of their mistakes.
3:30 left. And Juranovic underneath. Great pass, great finish.
Nice assist by Debs as Juranovic finishes the bucket.
41-29. And now I think Badgley wants to take a timeout. 3:17 left. Not sure if there's anything that Badgley can do with what's going on. We'll keep it here. I mean, this is Stevenson Patriot basketball with Pat Ambrose. You get everything in your favor, Carson. You got the fouls in your favor. You got the points in your favor. And, you know, when you got the lead, it's the Pat Ambrose style, the Hall of Fame coach knowing what to do with the lead and so many minutes left in the game.
Yeah, Stevenson's been passing the ball around well. They've been guarding excellent. They still have not really let Mundelein get the ball inside. And unfortunately, Mundelein hasn't really gone to the free throw line either, so a lot of variables working against the Mustangs. Wow, this cheerleader did 17 backflips in a row here. But, yeah, a lot of things going against the Mustangs here.
Just a reminder, more high school basketball coming your way next week. I think we're leaning on being out in Lake Zurich. I want to keep an eye on Lake Forest. This is a team that has been playing pretty good basketball since the Christmas break.
Well, Lake Zurich,
and they're expected to be one of the best teams in Lake County. We're going to be at Lake Zurich next week is what we're aiming at. And I think it'll be a good matchup between these teams.
Well, Lake Zurich's got to get out of that barn burner with Warren in that tight battle right now.
Mustangs with the ball. And speaking of barn burning, they got to find their way back from a dozen.
Only 3 minutes.
They work it down low. And this one easily made here by
Bishop.
No, it's not Bishop. That's actually Willoughby.
Yep, excuse me.
It looked like Bishop.
I always get the 12 and 13 confused. Oops.
It wasn't the Knights.
Oh, jeez.
Salinas tied up for 2, but he doesn't want to drive to the basket. I think Patriots are going to stay back, let Mundelein come to them. Salinas a reach in, no foul called there. We're at 2:45 left. Salinas just dribbling around to the S up on top here midcourt.
He's trying to lose Salvador there.
Now Bardick takes the pass. Bardick closely guarded, being chased, double team now, looking for somebody, and he's going to call a timeout. That's a smart idea by a ball player.
Oh, yeah. He knew that he was double-teamed close to the midcourt, and Badger was hoping that maybe they can hold him for a few seconds. But, yeah, it's smart awareness by Bardich. And it'll only be a 30-second timeout with 2:30 left.
Bardick is a pretty smart ball player. Of course, his sister played here last year with the championship team. She's off to college. But you get a family like that played a lot of basketball. Now that he's a senior, he's kind of grown into that role. You know, if there's not something there, you're going to be, why push yourself in that situation? Be smart. It's like a Will Booker out of Libertyville. Bardick does a good job, good court awareness, good court IQ when he's out there.
Yeah, you can tell Mundelein's trying to use the double teams as wisely as they can. Almost force a turnover there, but not quite. That's the luxury of keeping your timeouts late, is you can bail your team out of a possible turnover, and that's what Bardick did for the Patriots.
2:32 left, fourth quarter. Patriots with the basketball in a 10-point lead. Next foul by Mundelein will put him on the line. Lead pass going to the basket. Bardick pushed off. Couldn't get a shot off. Now he got some help with Juranovic. Back out Salinas. Cross-court pass Bardick. Back to the top. Working back and forth with Maloney. Back to Bardick. Now Salinas. Stevenson doing a good job. Free throw line. Nope. Send down to Juranovic. He's got it. Or making Maloney's got an easy shot. Make it even Bardick. He's the one down there.
Nice assist by Salinas there on that play as Bardick finishes.
Long three, and count that one for Salvador. He is just feeling it. That's all he's got, 3 threes tonight.
Yep, second three-pointer of the half for Salvador.
43-34. By the way, look down the Stevenson lineup. 4 guys with baskets this quarter each, separating what's going on. Salinas with a drive, ball goes out of bounds.
Yep.
Referee said it was off Salinas, not off the hands of Farina.
Yeah, he thought it was off Farina. It looks like Mundelein's going to bring in number 32, number 32, Caden Meinhardt, as well as number 13, Bishop, back into the game.
Meinhardt's into the game here from Mundelein. A little surprise.
First time he's seen action.
That you see Badgley go to the bench, even though he's down by 11. Long three, and count that. That goes in for Willoughby. 2 threes in a row. I sense something here. This is something of the Badgley days of the years past. 43-37.
Almost near backcourt. Badgley wants the call, and he's not going to get it.
In the front court here, 1 against 1. A bump here, nothing called. Salinas finally gets bumped. He got hit 2 or 3 times, and then finally a foul was called, so now a free throw coming up.
Stevenson was awfully close to getting that backcourt violation, but couldn't get it there. And it looks like Bishop is going to check back in for the Mustangs as Farina checks out.
I think Farina was given the foul. He's going to the bench. And Ambrose is talking to one of the officials while we're waiting.
And it looks like Coach Badgley is still not happy with the missed backcourt violation.
Well, I think he's trying to get his point across, and that's a Hall of Fame coach. He's seeing stuff on the court, and he does that. He's known to do that.
Even though Badgley may not be a Hall of Famer, he's certainly a smart coach himself.
Salinas free throw not going to go. Rebound, and Patriots get it. Dabs the big rebound. Now, Remich gets bumped, hits the deck. Not going to lose the ball. Maloney gets it, and Pat Ambrose calls timeout to save his team. No, actually, I think it's a foul. I thought he called time. So the Patriots will go to the line, another one in the bonus with Maloney there.
Well, it looked like Willoughby was called for the foul. He thought maybe Maloney traveled, but the ref says, no, sir. And that is a 19th foul on Mundelein. Next foul will be an automatic pair from the free throw line for the Patriots. Only 3 fouls committed by Stevenson.
By the way, if you look down the Stevenson's list here, free throw goes in and out. It was 1 in the bonus. Salinas only has 2 points. Patriots got the rebound, by the way.
Nice offensive rebound by Dabbs there to keep the possession alive, Rusty.
Maloney going to get it down low. Dabbs gets it easy. Right at the basket. Layup. He's hot.
Yeah, he's
in the front court. Patriots going to let Salvador take a 3. Missed there. Rebound to the Mustangs. Underneath. Not going to go. And coming up the rebound, Jeremevich. Lead pass down low. Going to take it to the hoop. Bardick gets it to go in. It was in the basket. It was tipped out. And they're going to call this a basket. That was weird. It looked like it was in, and then it was hit, and it went through the basket back up. Now, Badgley is asking for something here. It was a strange look. Like, I thought for a moment it did go in, but then it came out, and the official responded with a signal like it was in the basket and it was tipped back up. That was strange.
Rarely do you see goaltending calls in high school basketball. Yeah, but you can't put your hand in the cookie jar, if you will.
Well, what's so odd about it, it was Thompson. He's not that tall.
Right.
It's not a tall forward or anything.
It's called a nice.
That was weird about it.
It's called a nice vertical, Rusty, something that you and I don't have.
Well, yeah, but I thought he got his hand on the ball as the ball was in the coming down through the net, and he kind of tipped it and kind of knocked it out. It's using that formal part of the hand. So right now the score's 47-37. We'll pick a player of the game when this is over. We got 31.1 seconds left. And I'll say this, there's 2 guys that are sitting here in our eyes, Bardick and Dabbs. I think Dabbs, to me, with those threes, is a lot better than what Bardick has done, to be honest, but they're both 1A and 1B.
I might give the edge to Dabbs just because he's got a couple assists and rebounds. But, yeah, let's not take anything away from Bardic. I think I'll vote Dabbs.
Well, Dabbs hit a couple of big threes in the third when Mundelein closed the gap, and I think that set the stage for the lengthy distance in this game.
Let's see if Mundelein goes for a quick 2 or try getting a 3 here.
31.1 seconds left, ball back in play.
Oh, the clock hasn't started yet.
I'm glad you caught that because no one else has caught it. The scoreboard's got a nightmare on it. Ball goes in. Now we got to push it a foul.
Yep.
We got a problem here.
Yeah, the clock never started.
And Swanee and the assistant is just at the referee Say, hey, the clock never got started.
But hey, if you're a Mundelein supporter, that's something you want. A mistake like that.
Ambrose pulled back Swan. That's the first time I've seen Swan go right after the official. He's usually not a quiet guy. He's usually sitting down, but something that small is something that big.
Yeah, they want to get out of here as quick as possible. I don't blame him for being upset.
So let's see what the officials do. All three officials are going to talk together, and I like that idea because the ball came from the backcourt.
Right.
The play happened where a foul was called. You got to at least take 5 or 6 seconds off the clock if you want to do that, or take the ball back and take it out of bounds again.
And the question is, what is the right amount, you know?
Well, I would think at least 4 or 5 seconds would make sense.
4 seconds.
So right now we've got 3 officials, Badgley, and Swanee's got himself, Paul Swan's got himself on the up there, and Ambrose is just walking around down the court.
Meanwhile, Bishop's like, I just want to shoot these free throws, man. Oh, and looks like they.
Well, I think they've got to make sure the clock works.
Looks like they took off 3 seconds and change, as we're now at 28 seconds.
Well, that was 3.1 seconds. You were thinking 4. I thought 5.
We were both wrong. They gave a little generosity to Mundelein. They said, our bad. We'll only take off 3, you know. But Bishop's like, can we just shoot these free throws now? I want to shoot. Let's see how he converts here.
Ambrose still talking to the official, now back. Free throw goes up, and then Bishop makes the first of 2.
And it looks like Ian Zhu and Caden Meinhardt are checking in for the Mustangs. Zhu is making his first appearance for the Mustangs.
Bishop into double figures. Stevenson only has 4 fouls, by the way. 2 free throws coming up for Stevenson the rest of the way. Second free throw missed. Rebound taken down by Bishop. Gets his own rebound, can't get it. Tipped around. Patriots get it. Maloney. Jabs comes up with the board. In the backcourt. They're just moving around back and forth. They send it. Working Salinas might have traveled. Nothing called. They're just going to run out the clock with 12 seconds. Passer just working the ball around. Reach around. Nothing called. Maloney going to get it. Clock down to 7. 6 seconds to Bardick. And that's going to do it.
Badger's going to call off the Dogs.
Stevenson is going to win the battle here, the chess battle. They walk away with a 47-38 victory. That's a Patriot win. And I'll tell you one thing, these Patriots are glad to come away with a victory because Mundelein, to me, is a scrappy team. They're one of those teams. You can't let them stay close.
Yeah, don't let the record fool you. I think they were pretty competitive tonight. And like we said, a must-win for the Patriots if they want to stay alive for that North Suburban crown, Rusty.
All right, 47-38, our final. Damsley, player of the game. I mean, Bardick, give him an honorable mention. They both played very well. I think he got 18 for Dabbs. He got 16 for Bardick. Salinas didn't have much. Bishop did a pretty good job getting 11 points, but I think the Patriot defense did all the work in this one. Got to thank a few people with the broadcast tonight. Trish Benhauser, the AD here at Stevenson High School, for letting us do this great broadcast as we get to sit high above the Stevenson wood on the hard court in front of us. Thank the coaches, Matt Badgley from Mundelein. Also thank the coach over at Stevenson, Pat Ambrose. For Carson, Beck, I'm Rusty Silber. 47-38 our final. Stevenson with the win. We'll talk more about it tomorrow and hear from the coaches, player of the game. We'll have that for you during the Sports Corner in the 9 o'clock hour. Have yourself a good evening. Be safe this weekend. More snow on the way during the day on Saturday. I'm Rusty Silber. So long, everybody.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.